Hello, I am Seth Alston, past master of Hillcrest Lodge with the 2021 Grandmasters Planning Committee. Here to talk to you about the Bring a Brother Back program. The Bring a Brother Back program is Grandmaster Curry's initiative to re-engage that part of our membership that no longer comes to Blue Lodge. It was initially conceived several years ago, but is even more relevant today as we are facing the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many Masons who have been active in their lodge are no longer coming by and are hesitant to return. Others who have gotten out of the habit of coming to lodge and have filled the time previously dedicated to our craft with other activities. Whatever the reason, this makes Grandmaster Curry's initiative even more crucial to the survival of Texas Masonry. The implementation of this program is imperative and will require the leadership of each lodge to evaluate and consider their options and set forth a plan of action going forward. On average, about 15% of Texas Masonic membership actively participates in their home lodge. Assuming that roughly another 35% of our membership is precluded from participation because of age, health, family considerations, or even employment obligations. So that leaves about 50% of our membership that is not active in their Masonic lodge. As a fraternity, we must determine what is necessary to cause these Masons to be active again. If you, as a lodge, have determined that your members aren't sticking around, changes need to be made. Masonry can't keep doing the same actions and expect different results. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I repeat, Masonry can't keep doing the same actions and expect different results. It's time to make a change. To quote B.K.S. Iyengar, change is not something that we should fear. Rather, it is something that we should welcome. For without change, nothing in this world would ever grow or blossom. Taking that last sentence and drawing a corollary to Masonic lodges. For without change, no Masonic lodge would ever grow or reach its full potential. Now, let's take a look at the steps of the Grand Masters program. The Bring a Brother Back program consists of 8 steps that lodges can implement to address and correct issues causing membership decline. They are: inventory your lodge, inventory your building, inventory inactive members, survey, introspection, create a plan of action, act, retrospection. Step number 1, inventory your lodge. This section is about defining your lodge's personality. What is your lodge about, and where is it headed? In our personal lives, we try to plan for our future and the future of our families. The lodge leadership should be doing the same thing for our lodges. To implement this portion of the program, the worshipful master of each lodge should appoint a committee. Then, make an honest and objective evaluation of your lodge and what it offers its members. A few questions to ask yourself. Does your lodge have a clear and updated vision and mission statement? How do the members of your lodge visualize themselves? And does your lodge offer anything besides stated meetings and degrees? This is a start to building the roadmap to your lodge's future. Step number 2, inventory your building. Do you have a building people even want to be in? In this step, get qualified brothers, even perhaps from other lodges, to evaluate the lodge building and the property. The team should have pertinent knowledge to the task at hand and may include brothers with experience in construction, safety, engineering, and even computer and technology. Establish a budget for your findings and prioritize them. Step number 3, inventory your inactive members. This part is pretty simple and is straightforward. Identify who is not showing up. Lean on your secretary and use a lodge roster if needed. Remember, don't make assumptions, just make a list. Step number 4, the survey. Now, brothers, this will be one of the hardest steps to implement, but it is one of the most crucial. In this step, reach out to every brother you have identified as inactive. Explain the purpose of your inquiry and be respectful of his answers. Solicit honest feedback about why he is not active. Listen. Don't get defensive. Just let him talk. Create a log of the discussion for evaluation in a later step. Find out not only why he quit coming, but what can the lodge do to entice him and other brothers to participate. Remember that you are brothers and both want what is best for the lodge. Step number 5, introspection. Now it's time to gather all of the information collected in steps 1 through 4. Identify the common issues and discuss potential fixes. Some answers will be simple and similar, while others may be more complex and more member specific. Step number 6, create a plan of action. This should include details on what, how, and how much. Remember to set realistic goals and realistic deadlines. The plan of action should get buy-in from every member of your lodge. Step number 7, act. Time to set your lodge to work. Set your team up for success and assign tasks to brothers with the right skill set. The worshipful master carries the overall responsibility to ensure that the written plan is implemented as approved by lodge membership. Again, remember to be flexible and adaptable. Step number 8, retrospection. Any good plan requires periodic review and modification. Evaluate the successes and failures of the action plan. Evaluate the amount of effort that the lodge put into the program. Re-inventory, reassess, and create a modified plan if needed. Now, not all lodges are the same, and not one plan will work for every lodge. You know your lodge the best, so create a unique plan that will work for you. But some potential actions that may be beneficial are: host a special Bring a Brother Back program. Plan social events outside of the lodge. Partner with other lodges in your area to conduct joint events. Put a bigger emphasis on Masonic education, where you can lean on your DEOs and Grand Lodge resources. And host more open events and invite the families. Again, these are just suggestions, but we encourage you to think outside of the box and do what is best for your lodge. Again, no two lodges are the same, so no one plan will work for everybody. But it is critical that each lodge develop a unique plan that will work for them. Since change is inevitable, let us make this change together and reclaim and re-engage our missing brothers. Thank you.